Hello, 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 Pisces. Welcome to your April 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you are a sun, moon, or rising Pisces. So let's see what's coming through for you in April. Okay. This reading is going to be an areas of life reading. It's not as in-depth as the one I have available for purchase, which really goes like every area of life. But this one covers a pretty good chunk of it. So let's see how you guys like it. And also for those of you who are interested in getting a reading or who work with me already, I am going to be going on vacation, so please pay attention at the end because I will be giving you details on when I'm leaving and all of that stuff so that you guys know either to get your reading sooner or that I'm not going to be available during that week. Okay, anyway, so the Oracle card for Pisces. Let's see what's coming through for you. Mystical. Okay, so this is, sorry if you can hear that, my creature is running all over the place. So this is going to be more about kind of like the everyday magic that you're finding. It's going to be like a month filled with serendipity, alignment, clarity, and like really seeing things fall into place the way you haven't seen them fall into place before. And you have a lot of these small miracles happening. Okay, and fourth quarter. Okay, so that's the timeline, which we'll go over at the end. Okay, so the central energy for Pisces in April, 9 of Chalices, boom, miracles, wishes coming true, dreams being brought into reality, you being able to see, feel, smell, and touch all of the things that you want. Or maybe not all the things that you want, but it's by far, I'm really sorry if you can hear him running. I am so sorry. He has his second wind right now. But this is like the grandiose of all, okay. I will say of every sign that I have read, and you guys are the last, this is the best central energy that I have seen. So congratulations, you guys get the good card or the best card for the central energy because everything is going to revolve around miracles and all of the things that you want kind of conspiring and falling into place. Okay, and then this is what's going on with you personally and what you have going on more on your in your internal world. We have strength. So perseverance, personal power, and a clear understanding and alignment with where you're going and where you're headed. To clarify this, first, let's see. We have Two of Winter, so Two of Swords. Bittersweet. You might not be able to see everything, and that's okay because you have the 9 of Chalices coming through. This is indicating that it's like things are working out. You just might not be able to see everything clearly, and that's okay. You can come back and watch this reading and say, okay, Sydney says it's going to be okay. Just as a reminder, just to kind of help yourself tap into that perseverance. Then we have 9 of Cups. Again, this is reiteration. Even if you can't see it, it's coming. It's building. You just have to hold on even through the bad days, through the sticky emotions, through the frustration, through the tears, through the pain. You have these things blossoming. And the more you're able to remember the 9 of Chalices and the energy of, miracles, the mystical everyday occurrences, the minor blessings. Those are the things that are going to remind you that things are happening. So really keep your eyes peeled for whatever those signs are for yourself. Some people like to pick their signs. It's not always 11:11 or something like that, but some people specify, like, I want to see this thing appear to remind me that I'm heading in the right direction. Anyway, that's an aside. Okay, so this is what's going on with you financially in the month of April. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is you being an inventor. Now, I will say, as from an initiation standpoint, please wait until Mercury goes direct to start things that are new, because you just never know what's going on with the fine print. And it is one of those things that if you approach a contract or something new where you're trying to like make a big purchase, sometimes during a Mercury retrograde, you'll be reading and just not even be able to like comprehend what's on the paper. And so just, I would hold off until Mercury goes direct to initiate, but this is definitely like a good month to plan, map everything out, get all of your ducks in order, get all of your materials together. Okay, and then we have Four of Winters, so make sure you're taking adequate time to rest, because the Page of Pentacles, even though it's like the entrepreneur card and like the moneymaker card, it also is really fatiguing. It's really, really tiring having to pour that much energy into material and ideas and execution. So rest, and then we also have the Page of Cups. So leading with your heart is going to pay off when it comes to money. So being tuned in to what's going on in your rib cage is going to help, because then it's going to help you align with your decisions a little bit easier. And the more you can tap into your own desires, then it's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna have to do for my next step to get this thing that I want to feel internally. It's like manifestations. People focus a little bit too much on the material. The material world is a consequence of your internal state. Remember that. Now we have in the area of community, friendships, family, whatever is ringing as community. This can even be professional or in academia. We have the Five of Swords. Let me clarify this first, because it seems kind of like, yeah, there's just some people that you have to walk away from, and it's kind of like that's truly becoming clear in April. And we also have the Emperor. Yeah, no time for nonsense. This is you turning on more of that masculine energy, is like, you know what? If you're going to disrespect me, then you are not worth my time. If you are, it's like being able to turn that on a little bit, especially with people who are not giving you the opportunity to either repair relationships or who are resistant to repairing the relationship that they have with you. If they're willing to throw it away or personalize every conflict, then it's, it's like really look at that and whether or not they're even worth having around. Five of Swords again. Don't hold back. People who are crappy just kind of gotta go. At some point, it's like, Pisces tend to be more on the tolerant side. I don't see that as being true in April. I think that you're going to be extra fiery. It's like you have the Nine of Chalices sitting in the center. You can't screw around. You don't have time to like take things that are like 30% of what you want or 30% of what you deserve. This is the right time to really amplify your worthiness, and the more you can sink into that, the easier this and the clearer this is going to be. And I think with the Emperor, you're going to be able to tap into that understanding of, this is my worth, this is my value, this is what I bring to the table, and if you're not matching that, then we have a problem. Okay, and so this is romantically speaking, whether you're looking for partnership or you're healing or you're manifesting partnership or you're already freaking married, this is 3 of Pentacles. So you're working, you're giving effort to the situation, and you're working to heal, you're working to grow, you're working to resolve, you're working to manifest. You are applying energy in this area, and I think it's energy well spent. Because again, 9 of Chalices in the center of this reading. We have the Daughter of Pentacles. Again, you have another Page of Pentacles showing up. So this is taking more of an approach of, okay, I'm looking at this like something that I can play with and get creative with and dive into your own sense of being solution oriented. That's ultimately what's going to take you farther than you've ever gone before when it comes to romance. And then we have the Tower. This is something that, this is interesting now, because this is like you're going to be shedding a lot, and I think that's part of the healing element, right? The Tower is more of the shedding and the release and the, breaking things down so that you can build. And there's still that final purge, because this is showing up as a clarifier rather than the central energy of this area. I am getting that the Tower is more of like a final oomph, like the final push for you to shed that old programming, shed those old belief systems, shed those negative expectations, that last bit of anxiety you have around this partnership, that last bit of resentment you have towards your partner. It's like that's what's being pushed out, and you're working on building. Because this has to go first, as well as you're coming into understanding your worth. That's why you have 5 of Swords twice sitting in the area of community and connection. So this is very closely tied together. And remember, you have the Emperor, which is more of that masculine, here I am, this is what I bring, this is what I offer. And so you're kind of incorporating that into partnership as well. And that's why it's like this last bit of insecurity is being released, or whatever it is you're working with. Okay, so first quarter, we have Healer. Now, I am gathering that you are doing healing. So if you're not already working with some type of healer or practitioner that is there to support you, I know that plenty of you work with me. It's really about sinking into that and owning the healing that you're receiving through other people and through experiences as well. I see this as being a really profound month. And so it's kind of like making sure that you have the support that you need and that you're really drawing on that through this month, okay? And quarter 2, we have masculine. I'm not freaking surprised that this showed up. Pisces is going to be like on fire in April. It's like you are not holding back. It's just like, you know what? You know your worth. You know where you're at. You're willing to apply the energy to get these things and make them happen. And it's kind of like you don't have time for nonsense. You have the personal power that you need. Now it's just about, putting it into application, and the masculine energy is what's going to give you that surge of energy so you can make that happen. Third quarter, we have Surrender. So this has to do with the Tower. I am getting that this is more about you kind of releasing and surrendering those maybe expectations or the frustrations that you have, and just kind of like turning it over and being content in present time. that is the remedy, is staying present, staying in your body rather than like floating away. I know a lot of, Pisces have this tendency to just like, I'm just going to shoot out of my body astrally. I'm going to evacuate and go to the situation rather than stay grounded and be present with the discomfort or the pain or the uncertainty. I'm also gathering that this has to do with the Two of Swords that we have over here. This is part of the healing, is not knowing what's coming next and doing the healing and doing the work anyway. And you're going to have to surrender to the fact that, yeah, things are going to work out. It just might, take some time to get there. And where you're being left off at the end of the month, you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, so this is, if you're feeling uncertain, it's like just surrendering is a practice. Releasing expectations is a practice. Even managing anxiety, it's a practice. It's not something that it's just like, oh, that's it. I just get to like leave my baggage or leave my anxiety at the door. No, it takes work. It takes application. It takes processing. It is not something that just gets resolved overnight. And it's certainly not as easy as just you snap your fingers and it happens. So it's simply about the practice. Now, here we have a 3-card pick. These are the Tarot Sexual Magic cards. You are welcome to pick the cards before or after I read them, but there's no wrong way to do it. It's totally up to you whether or not you, or like how you want to choose the cards, okay? You're not going to do it wrong, I promise. This isn't life or death, people, okay? So, card number 1, we have 9 of Pentacles. This is you really having the clarity that you're creating. You're bringing these things into physical form, but it is about, like enjoying the fruits of your labor and stopping to smell the roses along the way. I think that this is going to be a good month to treat yourself and give yourself something that is nourishing. Card number 2, Ace of Chalices. So this is, love coming in, initiation of really connected, grounded relationships. It's like you have that stable, consistent love shining through. And as you are willing to receive that, it's going to stick as long as you're taking care of yourself as well. And you're showing yourself as much compassion as possible and as much love as you can manage, okay? But again, it's a practice, okay? But this is like a really positive omen for new relationships, a resurgence of romance, for all of that good stuff. And card number 3, we have the Knight of Chalices. I am gathering that this is someone who's coming into your space, like someone who's like making their way to you, but this looks like it's going to be a little bit slower than what you might want, right? So you might want something that's more of like, yeah, come over, sweep me off my feet, let's do this honeymoon thing and get all excited. This looks like it's more slow to grow, like, okay, because think about like distance. It's like, okay, these people are already in bed together. It's like they don't have time to wait, apparently. It's like apocalypse out there, end of the world maybe, and then they're taking their time. Like this is more like, okay, I'm on the perimeter, I'm approaching her, etc., etc. Okay, so this is more on the hot and heavy immediate side. This is more slow to grow evolution side. Okay, so this is also going to be like your desires as well. So I just wanted to point that out, that if it's not partnership that you're looking for, even though this is ringing as partnership, It's also about the things that you've been working on cultivating are also coming into your space. They just might not be in your face apparent quite yet. Okay, so that is all that I have for you this month. And also for those of you who work with me, I just want you to know that I am going to be on vacation from March 29th to April 4th. I will be doing readings again on the 5th. So if you book a reading, you're welcome to do that during that week, but please know that I will not be completing the readings until April 5th, 6th, and 7th, depending on how many readings come in during that time. And yeah, so that's it. You can get readings before, you can get readings after, but just know that if you submit during that week, that I'm not going to be getting back to you until after I get back from vacation, because I would really like to be present and enjoy my vacation. My email will be on autoresponder, so I will not be responding to emails as well. I hope you understand, and yeah. So that's what's going on with that. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more content. Subscribe to my newsletter. All of these links are in the description box, so you can get more goodies. You can watch me live on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. You can book your readings, book your sessions with me, all of that jazz. Okay, so have a beautiful April, Pisces, and until next time, happy healing and happy manifesting. Bye-bye.